Hey everyone, Lona Gamer Alex here from Yoshi and Games, and I just want to go through my list of nominees for the Steam Awards 2024. Steam's been doing this for the past 7 years. I would normally just post my list on my website, lonagamer.blogspot.com, but I thought I would do something a little different this year and actually also post a video of me talking about my nominations. So let's get started here.
Open ether circuit.
I'm not gonna talk about them like in depth, just a little uh, bits and pieces of information about the games and why I've selected them. So this is gonna be a really quick video. All right, game of the year, Menace from the Deep. Uh, I can't stop playing this game. If you are a regular here on my YouTube channel, you know that I record every single one of my gameplay session, and there's been a lot of sessions posted for Menace from the Deep. This is a really addictive, fun, Lovecraftian strategy roguelite deck builder. I love the art style. I'm still going through the campaign. I haven't even played the free run, and the campaign itself is just very, very good. If you're familiar with the genre, you know it plays like Slay the Spire, where you have encounters, like scenarios where you have to pick responses, and then you have actual battles against enemies, and then you're just building up your deck, to make it more powerful or whatever. Um, Very fun. I can't stop playing it. It's I like the horror theme. This is the most fun game that I've played this year, for sure. And I haven't even really gotten through all of the content, but if you look at my channel, the gameplay sessions, they don't lie. So this is probably the most played game this year by me. I thought it's gonna be Veilguard, but you know, I stopped playing Veilguard like about a couple of weeks ago because I got distracted. But the game is really, really good. I would normally stick to it. I've been playing a lot of this game. VR Game of the Year award. That's gonna go to Subside. I don't think I picked up a lot of VR games this year, or played a lot of them. But when I saw this, I immediately gravitated towards it because even though I hate open water. You would never see me swimming ever in open water, be it a swimming pool, lake, whatever. Especially not in the ocean. I mean, but there's something when it comes to VR. There's just something so intriguing about being able to do things that you don't normally do. So this is more like a horror game for me. I've only played it like, I think, maybe half hour, 40 minutes. I mean, I have to muster up the courage to go back and play some more of it. But the water physics in this game is amazing. Um, yeah, and it's basically just like an adventure simulation game. They do lock the stages. You have to complete objectives, finding objects and stuff like that before it opens up the next area. So I've only been to the tutorial stage and the first stage. I think it was like a tropical island, and it was an experience. I mean, it was scary, but it's beautiful, realistic, and definitely one of the best looking VR games that I've ever seen. But this is the game that comes to mind when it comes to VR this year. So it gets my nomination for VR Game of the Year award. Labor of Love, definitely Vampire Survivors. I normally would not nominate No Man's Sky, but since they've been focusing too much on multiplayer, I've since moved on from No Man's Sky because I kept voting for No Man's Sky every year until they started doing the expedition or whatever. Because I'm more of a single solo player. That doesn't really vibe with me. Vampire Survivors, they keep releasing all these crazy freaking expansions. The last one is the Castlevania expansion. So yeah, definitely deserving of this nomination. Best game on the Steam Deck Award. Well, truth be told, since I mostly play my games in my game room, and then when I do have to go out, do stuff, I normally would be doing stuff instead of just sitting there, playing the Steam Deck. But Halls of Torment is a Survivor, the Vampire Survivor clone. Released this year, has been in early access for a while. It has a Diablo feel to the game, graphically, but it plays pretty much like a typical Vampire Survivor clone. But it's pretty fun. So if there would be a game that I would be playing a lot on the Steam Deck while I'm out there doing shit, this would be the one. So it gets my nomination. Better with Friends Award, definitely Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. And since I'm a solo player, I don't have anyone else to play with locally, and I don't have any real close online friends too. So this would be the game that I would want to play, with other people. So Outstanding Visual Style Award, Menace from the Deep. See, I mean, it doesn't take crazy text actually to impress me. This game has it's really beautiful art style, and let's just open up the screenshots here. Very beautiful presentation wise. This game is cheap, but it feels premium. I like saying that about games that are like it doesn't make sense why they're so cheap. When you play the game, you feel so rich. So this is one of those games. I would highly recommend this. Well, it's my game of the year. And it also looks very beautiful. The cards are beautiful. Look at the presentation. Without a doubt, you don't have to be like, even though a game like, say, Ghost of Tsushima is beautiful, this is going to be beautiful forever. 3D games these days, they can be beautiful forever. But this game has just such a strong art style. I love just how everything looks. I think it's pure perfection, and it's only like $15, like $17, $16.99. It's yeah, it doesn't take much actually to make a beautiful game. It's just all about the art style and consistency. How do you punctuate? Different things happening on the screen. Like this game, it does everything just right visually. So it's easy nomination for Menace from the Deep. Most Innovative Gameplay Award. The only they're talking about creative experimentation. Newness, never played before. So if we're looking for something that's different, it's gonna be Signy. This is such a different, unique mechanics actually seen in a shoot 'em up. The only problem with this game is they have not touched this game ever since it got released. It needs some serious patching, because the performance is just shit. I wish you can play this game like just consistent 60 FPS, because it's just not impossible, and they're not patching the game. Let's make sure that if I'm right about this. Yeah, they still haven't released any patches. They they released a soundtrack. But no patches? Come on now. I love this game. I played a lot of this game. I wish that they would believe in this project, because I thought it was a really good game. It's so different than any other shoot 'em ups. The whole shielding, making sure that you have enough shields to withstand the crazy amount of bullets coming your way. It's and never in a shoot 'em up before where the focus is just like really fighting the enemies coming your way, and the enemies, they don't just fly away, they don't just come in and fly away, you have to really fight them. So I think when it comes to innovation, it's definitely there. It's just that I really wish that they would just fix the performance of this game. I play a lot of this, and in the game, I actually purchased the game, and then like the game was free day one on Epic Games, and since I purchased this like on a third party site, officially sanctioned third party site, it was Green Man Gaming. Um, I couldn't refund it. So, but I played it on Epic Games. I played it on Steam. I like it. I love it so much that I played on both platforms. It just needs a performance patch. The game is beautiful, but it's more about the innovation. It plays so different than any other shoot 'em ups out there. Would I recommend it? Yeah, but not at full price. I mean, because I hate that they abandoned this game. Because, and then not only that, like the stage 2 boss, if you ever get to the stage 2 boss, listen to your computer. It's like the computer's almost exploding because I don't know, they need some they really need to patch the optimization. They need to optimize the game because like the stage 2 boss fight, it's like my graphics card always sounds like a lawnmower. It's just like really really loud. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, it doesn't seem like not a lot is happening during that boss fight, but apparently something is happening when it comes to because I know that everything, like they use a lot of polygons or whatever for in the game, so it needed to be optimized. So I really hate fighting that boss. It's a cool boss fight, but I always hate um, because I get scared because I'm like, okay, my graphics card is about ready to explode. Anyway, best game you suck at, it's Xenotilt. This is a pinball, one of those crazy pinball games. I like pinball games. I like playing them. I am not the greatest at playing them, but I need to definitely spend more time playing this. It's one of those multi-table pinball games. A lot of things happening. I think there are bosses. But yeah, I need to play more of it. I think there's another one. This is like a kind of like a sequel. There's another one from this developer too. Um, yeah, Demon's Tilt, and I struggle with that one too. But I think with these pinball games, I just need to sit down and just really learn the mechanics and be more patient, when playing them. But it's definitely a hard one to play, even though I love playing them because especially the Xenotilt and what was that, Demon's Tilt? They both look amazing. So sound design is great too. So yeah, I love the game, but it's difficult. Best soundtrack? I can't think of any really. Signy actually has a pretty good soundtrack, but you can't beat the Rocket Knight Adventure from the Genesis, so I would have to give it to this collection here. Some of my favorite soundtrack from the Genesis era definitely came from Rocket Knight Adventures. So that one music from the shoot 'em up stage when he was descending into the industrial level, perfection. Outstanding story rich game, I'd give it to and this one also, there are a lot of RPGs that came out, but some of my favorite RPGs are definitely the Baten Kaitos series. I played this on the GameCube. I played a little bit of it again from this remake. But yeah, with story games, don't want to spoil anything, but I thought the first game actually story wise is stronger than the second one. I I just wish that it was like if you played this game, it's like I think halfway through, I think it kind of lost me like halfway through. I like the whole idea of you as like a being communicating with the character in the game. But yeah, I mean, definitely superior than the other RPGs that came out this year. I still haven't finished. The I was gonna nominate one of the Saga games, but since I guess that would be uh, disingenuous because I don't know like how everything was gonna come out, with the story, how everything's gonna get resolved. Because I started playing one of the Saga games. There are two Saga games I think that came out this year. It's the first one. I forget what the name is. Let me see here. I can check here. It was Emerald Beyond, and Emerald Beyond I think is a remake, right? So I played as the princess, the pop star, and I really like that story where she's actually an android, but then she got she she got transferred to another body of a an odd looking robot. So it was kind of cool, but I know more of the story from the Baten Kaitos series, so I would have to give it to them. If you're looking for a good RPG to play with a good story, then you definitely go with this collection. Sit Back and Relax Award. Even though it can get a little stressful, but Supermarket Simulator, you can just sit there and just play it for hours. And this was the first game that I played when I lost Yoshi, so it didn't help me. I was really struggling when that happened. But if I'm thinking about just wanting to play a game and not worry too much, just chill, and you don't have to, it kind of just plays itself. It would be this game, because it's gotten to the point where all I'm doing is just restocking. And they added so much to this game too, so I can't think of any other game actually that I would just consider to be like a chill game. So there are a couple of auto battlers that I played, but I don't know if I can call them like chill, even though after you have placed the characters, you can just let them auto resolve the battle. But this is more of a more relaxing game. It gets a little hectic, but once you've restocked, because I'm at the point where I just have to worry about restocking, and I only do restocking of my supermarket like before I open up the supermarket, and after that it kind of just plays itself. I just sit there and watch people buy my groceries. So but yeah, that's pretty much the whole list, right? And that's pretty much it. Feel free to share the Steam Awards nominees for 2024. I'm always curious to know what other people think. And it's interesting this year that you can also nominate games that you don't play. I think that might be the case past years too, but I think it's more prominent now when you click on it. It's giving you suggestions of what other people pick. So and what I've also found interesting this year is you can nominate the same titles like multiple times, because it didn't make sense before, like just because a game is nominated for Game of the Year, that you can't nominate it like for best soundtrack, or it just happened to have if it just happens to fall into that category. Like this year I'm able to select Menace from the Deep twice for visual style and Game of the Year. Past years I tried doing that with some of the games and it wouldn't let me. Normally my nominees, they don't make it. the list, because this is from my personal experience. I think some of the other popular games, larger games, normally get nominated, but we'll see. So yeah, looking forward to see how this is gonna turn out. And until then, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a like if you enjoy this, and consider subscribing to the channel. Until next time, bye.